Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 30. In a last video, we saw typecasting. In this video, we will see what is the use of this and super keyword and where we use this and super keyword. So let's first understand this keyword. This keyword mainly represents the current class instance, or we can say current class object. This keyword is used to call an instance member of a same class. If you want to call a same class instance member, then we can use this keyword. If you want to call a same class constructor, then we have this function. Okay. Along with this keyword, Java provided this function. If you want to call one constructor inside another constructor, then we use this function. Then we have a super keyword. Super keyword represents the current instance of parent class. Super keyword used to call instance member of parent class. If we want to call parent class constructor, then we can use a super function inside a child class constructor. We have to follow some rules when we use a this and super in a constructor. Inside a constructor, this or super function should be declared at a first line. That means we can declare only one at a time because both required a first line. We can declare either this or super function at a time. We can't use both at a time because both required to declare at a first line. Okay, first we will see this and super keyword use, then we will see this and super function use. Okay, let's open Eclipse and perform practical. I'll simply create our one class part 30, and this class here I'll simply create one more class. Here I'll simply create one class parent dash part 30. Okay, part 30. Inside this parent class we will simply declare two instance variable, int a equal to 10 and int b equal to 20. These two instance variable. Now in this our part 30, we simply extend this parent part 30. Okay, let's extend parent part 30. In this child class, here also we declare two instance variable, int. Okay, here also declare same variable, int a equal to 100 and int b equal to 200. Okay, now here we create one instance. Here we create one instance method. I'll simply create a public void print, or we can say show, public void show method. Inside a show method, here also we declare a same method, int a equal to 1000 and int b equal to 2000. Okay, these two variable. Now I want to print this variable. Okay, simply SYSO control space and here print result, print addition. Okay, here we simply add a plus b and add here plus operator for concatenate. Now you can see here we simply create one parent class. Inside a parent class, here we declare two variable. Then inside a child class also we declare two instance variable, and then we create one method. Inside a method, here we declare two local variable. Okay, and here we simply perform addition. Now let's create a main method and create this class object inside a main method. Okay, simply create part 30 p equal to new part 30. Okay, now let's call this show method p.show method. Let's save and run. Now here you can see here we got output print addition 3000. 3000 means simply here perform addition this local variable. A1 is a 1000 and b is a 2000, means 1000 plus 2000 3000. I want to access this current class instance variable. So how can we access? For accessing this current class instance variable, we use this keyword. Okay, simply use here this keyword. I'll simply use here this dot a and this dot b. Okay, this dot a and this dot b. Let's save this and run this. You can see here we got 300. means our current class instance variable value a is a 100 and b is a 200 is nothing but 300. Okay, now I want to access parent class instance variable. For accessing parent class instance variable, we have a super keyword. Okay, let's use here super keyword. Super, let's write here super instead of this. Here also write super. Okay, let's save and run this. You can see here we got 30 is nothing but 10 plus 20, 30. Now for accessing current class instance variable, we have to use this keyword. For accessing parent class instance variable, we have to use super keyword. Now we understand this and super keyword use. Now we have to understand this and super function use. Okay, let's declare. For that, let's declare. I'll simply declare in a parent class. I'll simply create here constructor, parent class constructor. I'll simply create here one parent class constructor, and this constructor is a parameterized constructor. I'll simply declare here int a comma int b. Okay, now you can see here 𝗧𝗢𝗣𝗘𝗥𝗘𝗗 2 argument constructor. Simply we print here to arg constructor const. Okay, use the shortcut, and I'll simply declare one more constructor with a 0 argument constructor. Okay, this one is a 0 argument constructor, 0 argument parent. Let's define here parent constructor, and this is a 0 argument parent constructor. This is a 2 argument parent constructor, and this one is a 0 argument parent constructor. Now I'll define a child class constructor also. I'll simply create a child class constructor here, 0 argument child class constructor. Here print 𝗧𝗢𝗣𝗘 system.out.println child 0 arg constructor. Okay, then 2 argument constructor. Let's copy this, paste here, add here int a comma, okay, int a comma int b. Okay, and change here 0 to 2 argument constructor. Let's save this. Now when I run this program, you can see, when I run this program, you can see here we got 0 argument parent constructor and then child 0 argument constructor. Okay, now I want to call inside this 0 argument constructor, I want to call this 2 argument constructor. So how can we call? For calling same class constructor, we have to use this function. Okay, let's use here this, and here pass 2 argument 10 comma 20. Now you can see here we simply add this function and provide a 2 value. That means this function used for calling current class constructor. That means first execute this 2 argument constructor, then execute this 0 argument constructor. Let's run this program and let's see. Now you can see first call parent constructor, parent 0 argument constructor, then call this child 2 argument constructor, then call this child 0 argument constructor. Now I want to call parent constructor first. Okay, I want to call parent constructor from this 2 argument constructor. I'll simply use here super. And this 2 argument I'll simply pass here 20 and 30. Okay, for calling parent constructor. Let's save and run. You can see right now here we simply call this 0 argument constructor when we create an object. Okay, then our control go in this 0 argument constructor. Okay, here we simply call this 2 argument current class constructor. That means our control go inside this 2 argument constructor, and here we call this super 2 argument constructor. That means our control go in a parent class 2 argument constructor. Then here first print 2 argument parent constructor. Okay, then control come back in our child class 2 argument constructor, then print this child class 2 argument constructor, then control come back in a 0 argument constructor, then print this 0 argument constructor. Okay, now you can understand here, if we don't call any parent class constructor, that time default 0 argument constructor call. Okay, let's observe here. If I comment this super parent 2 argument constructor and let's save and let's run, you can see this time 0 argument parent constructor call. And if I uncomment this and call this 2 argument parent constructor, now you can see right now this parent 2 argument constructor call. At least one constructor we have to call, otherwise compiler call default zero argument parent constructor. If you call any other constructor, then compiler not call zero argument constructor. Otherwise, compiler defaultly call zero argument parent constructor. Now we understand use of this and super keyword, as well as we understand this and super function. If you have any doubt, any concern related to this and super keyword or function, you can ask me in a comment box. In this video, that's it. We will see next topic in the next video. Till that, bye bye.